Hey guys, so I think and I'm hoping this thing is working right. I am using Facebook's new live. And so let me just check on the phone because this looks completely different than what I am used to it looking. I don't even know if it was just recording me this whole time. Okay, I just see that I went live, so that tells me something's working. So if you guys don't know, I'm using Facebook's new live platform. Facebook, in the middle of everything, they decide they want to change things up on us and they change how you can go live. So I'm using it for the very first time. And I wanted to hop on here because a couple of things happened. You guys know me, a couple of things happened. I'm going to tell you all about it. We're going to start there. But I really want to talk about positioning. And it's so ironic because just last night I had a live training. So one of my free live trainings, you guys know I am doing a series of trainings. I can't even see who's on if people are on. This is, I don't like. Wait, I don't want to do that. Stay where I am. All right. So I don't know if you're on. If you are on, I guess I'll find out later. I'll pull this up in my on my phone because I really just can't see anything that's going on. But last night, so I've been doing a whole bunch of trainings to help you guys. Oh, I see people are on, but I can't see you guys. So just know, somebody leave a comment or something so that way I can maybe see you guys. I don't know. So I did a live training last night, and the live training was on helping you to start to sell your content online. So when I say sell your content, I mean like sell your courses, sell your memberships, sell your digital downloads. I even talked about how people can start selling their one-on-one products. And really it was geared towards people who've been just struggling with what platforms to use, how to set it up, what do I need, and how do I start taking my service base and my one-on-one base, or my in-person based businesses. How do I start doing things more online? Because with everything going on in the quarantine, which I've called quarantine, because now we've got some time to do some things out there. I wanted to start providing some training and providing some education to help folks jump out there. And so that's what yesterday was about. Okay, I see. So this is really crazy because I could see you are like, it pops up and tells me that you've had a comment, but there's nowhere that I see comments. I don't like this new platform, guys. You know, I'm glad I provided training these last couple of days on how to get things online yourself. Because yeah, Facebook is going down in how they're providing some of these tools. But either way, that's not what we're here for. But during that training, and I'm just sharing this on my page while I'm here, since I'm here. During that training, I also talked about some of the things that you need to do to market it. So I didn't just talk about, here's all the technical, here's what membership platform to use, here's what payment processor. We talked a little bit about that, but I went into what's the next step. A lot of programs, a lot of courses, a lot of things will tell you how to create the product. So they'll tell you how to get up your course. They'll tell you how to get up your coaching. They'll tell you how to get up all these things, but they really, really fail at showing you how to get and track and to really hook people in to buying your products. So I went into that a little bit, and I also introduced and opened up my program, the 21-day jump, which I'll tell you guys, I'll put a link, but this thing just keeps messing with me everywhere I go. I am not liking this new Facebook interface because now I can't even leave a comment for you guys. Maybe, no. Got everything in the way and I can't even make a comment. All right, so I will leave a link for you guys. Stay on the page. Don't go anywhere. Oh, nope, that's not even working. All right, maybe I won't leave a link for you guys because Facebook is not being my friend right now. So I'll tell you guys more about the program at the end. But it's funny because this morning, and let me tag Shiva in this. This morning, I hopped on. Let me say, learn about the jump. This morning, I hopped on a live stream listening to Shiva Quinn. And if you guys don't know Shiva Quinn, especially for my parents, and that's really why I hopped on, because she does homeschooling and talks about homeschooling, getting your education services up. She actually teaches people who have like online schools and stuff like that. And not like online, like, again, like a content creator doing a course, but like a teacher who's going to teach first grade online, which is, guess what a lot of teachers are doing right now. So when she went live this morning, I was like, let me hop on because Lord knows we are in this homeschooling situation together and I need all the help in the world. So I hopped on and she was talking about Something that was really, really important, and I see this happening. She was talking to her homeschoolers, of course, but I see this happening in a lot of different groups with a lot of different people. I'm just trying to tag Shiva here. Let's see if it'll let me. I think it won't let me because it's got me as a page. This sucks, guys. I am really not very happy with what is going on here with Facebook. I don't think they should have ever changed this, because now I can't even tag my friends. I'll tag her when we're done. If anybody's on in the comments and you know Shiva, tag her, because I want her to come see this too. But so she was talking, she was on and she was talking about how now this is when homeschoolers are all over the place. So now they're all talking about, here's the things that I've known for years. Here's the things I've been doing for years. You know, this is pretty much the homeschooler time to shine. And I absolutely agree with that. And then she went on to talk a little bit about one of the problems is that people, and she was kind of blaming it on people. I'm going to kind of blame it on the homeschoolers. We'll talk about that in a minute. But she was kind of saying that people aren't like respecting their knowledge and like just asking them questions. They're just out here giving out all this free information. And technically they are, and they should be like treating this like a business. They should be, you know, putting things together, putting them into some type of package is what we talked about last night. And they really should be somehow making their knowledge so it's accessible. Oh, I see Iris. Hey, Iris. So I finally got a comment on here. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with this thing, because I see more comments on my phone. But Iris, your comment came through. Hey. So it apparently likes Iris. So like I said, we're working with this new Facebook platform. And for those who don't know me, and I just jumped in as I usually do, I am Akil Thompkins-Robinson. I am the founder here at Girl Get Visible. I am the author of my SEO workbook, and my whole goal in life and everything that I do is to help you get found online, to help get your business out there, to help establish your expertise, to help you to get the people who are already looking for the things that you sell and that are ready to become your customers and buy. So that's what we talk a lot about here, including what I'm talking about now. So she was talking about all the homeschoolers who are, like I said, they're out there shining. They're out there like, I got tips for you. I got, sheets for you. I got resources for you. And people are tapping them on the shoulder like, hey, can you help me with this? Hey, can you tell me about this? Hey, can you give me these resources? Or what's the best thing that I should use? So they're using them as if they're, the person that they want to go to and the go-to person, but they aren't working with them. When I say working with them, they aren't hiring them. They aren't buying in their stuff. They probably aren't even following them and getting on their list. And so as she was talking about this, that people need to realize that these are women with lots of expertise and lots of degrees and training behind it and experience and stuff like that. The one thing I threw up is they're all positioned wrong. And I said, I'm going to go live, which I told her I would tag her. I said, oh, actually I could tag her from my phone. Look at that. Smart me. Hey guys. I just had a smart thought. So I told her I would tag her. There she is, Dr. Shiva Quinn. Is that her page or her personal page? I think that's her. See, when your name and your page are the same, I don't know what I'm tagging. So hopefully she gets that. So like I said, I told her that part of the problem, part of the reason why people weren't really, not saying they weren't respecting them, but weren't seeing them in that place of, I need to work with them, I need to pay them, I need to hire them, is because they weren't seeing them positioned as the expert. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that tonight, because ironically, I just talked about the 21-day jump yesterday, where we talk about building your authority. So we get your SEO, but we also get your authority. Because it's one thing to be in front of people, it's another thing to be in front of the people and for them to know that you are the expert in your space and you are the one that they should be working with, that they should be hiring, that they should be grabbing your resources, they should be doing all these things. And the reason why, Facebook is really acting up tonight. It's this new platform. If you guys have not gone live with it, you'll see. So I got my phone over here, so I can see your comments. So if I look this way, I'm talking to your comments. That is really what the problem is. The problem isn't the people. It's the person who's trying to be that business and them positioning themselves. And literally, it's a case of the girl next door. So it's one thing when the girl next door, and you guys know what I mean by the girl next door, right? The girl next door, your neighbor, your friend, your ace, hey, let me just talk to you real quick. Like the person you are that close with. It's one thing. Hey, Shiva, I was trying to tag you this whole time. So yes, we were talking about what you were talking about this morning. It's one thing when, the girl next door, you're going to call your friend for advice. Or you're going to call your friend for what she knows. You're just going to chit chat with her. She's the girl next door. She's the girl that's so close to you, that you're so familiar with, that you don't really see her as like, oh, this is what you do for a living. Oh, this is what people pay you to do. You don't see that because you've got that familiarity with the person. And then the expert is the person that you're almost afraid to ask if you're not paying. Like, oh, I'm not a client. Let me back up a little bit. Or, let me see what she's got available so I can grab whatever it is and whatever answers, whatever questions I need to get answered. Because you know that that's the expert. You know that that's the person. And I'm going to tell you, not only, and this happens to me quite a bit, because I'm going to tell you guys my girl next door story. Not only is the expert the person that you're willing to pay and you're willing to follow and willing to do all the things, the expert is usually even the person that people will actually take the advice. People will pick your brain and ask you questions all the time when you're the girl next door, and then they'll run off and do something else. Have you guys ever had that happen to you? You tell your friend, girl, you should do this, and yeah, that's a good idea, and based on my experience, this is what I know, and they will go off and do something completely different because you're the girl next door. You're just a friend. You're just my friends kind of think this is a good idea, but that expert, that person in their mind that they've positioned as an expert, that person comes to them and they tell them to go and, dip their toe in that lake, and guess what they go do? Dip the whole foot. They take the leap. They take the jump, because it's the difference between being the girl next door who you can just, oh, girl, and shoot the breeze with, and being the expert. And that's when Shiva was talking about that this morning, and I'm not going to say, like, I'm sure people should also, understand that people have expertise, but people aren't going to treat you different or better than you will treat yourself. You've got to position yourself. And so I said, like, I'm going to tell you guys about some of my girl next door stuff. And one of the ways we become girl next door, we spend all these times in these Facebook groups, and we're answering all the questions, all the things. Oh, somebody's got a question, I'm here for it. Someone's got a question, I'm there for it. Somebody tag you, I'm there for it. And you become the girl next door. You become the person that everybody knows, everybody loves, everybody thinks you're great, but everybody is not hiring and everybody is not working with. Everybody is not paying. Everyone is not going to your services. Everybody won't even sign up for your free stuff. Because you're the girl next door. You're the one that's always readily available. And the other thing that keeps you as the girl next door is that they don't see you positioned other places. So I talked about last night how in just the last 7 days of this quarantine, in the last 7 days, I've already gotten 2 podcast interviews and 4 virtual events. And not just summits. It's funny because we talked about that. But 4 virtual events and 2 podcast interviews. And the reason why I do that, the reason why I turn my attention to things like getting those type of opportunities, is because I want people to see me as the expert. And so when somebody that you see as the expert brings me on, guess what I am now to you? Even if I was the girl, even if you've known me all this time now, and it's funny because I know I've got a lot of friends who follow me. Hey, friends, a lot of friends who follow me, and I'm their friend. We're friends. It's cool. And they never really see me that way. And then something will happen, they'll see me on a show, or they'll see me on a podcast, or they'll hop on a live and be like, "Ooh, I didn't realize you did that." That has taken me from girl next door to expert. And that is really important when you're getting out there and you're starting to market yourself. Hey, Fabby, I haven't talked to you in a whole long time. How you doing? How the kids? So, sorry, I'm seeing everybody. It's like a reunion out here, right? So, those are the things that will take you to that next step. So getting, and why I turn my attention to getting those things, I know it's quarantine. A lot of things are going on. Not everybody's thinking about, what they can do, what they can purchase, and all this other type of stuff. I'm thinking about how am I going to be positioned. I'm giving training so that people can see there's a light at the end of this tunnel, and guess who is the guide? Guess who is the expert that's going to help to take you to that light at the end of the tunnel? I'm going to get on these platforms so people can see that there are people out there who know this stuff. There's options. There are ways for you to market. If you know, Facebook right now is A, acting crazy because we already established that, right? And B, super crowded. So maybe your ads cost more. Maybe your social media is all over the place. Like all that stuff you thought was working is no longer working out so well for you. And there's another way. And so I come in, swoop in like the expert, you know, imagine my cape, right? So I come in with my cape and I show you the other way. I show you the opportunity. The reason why I spend that time getting on those places and getting on those shows and saying, hey, I'm an expert in this space and let me come in and talk to you is because I want that positioning. I want that positioning to say, she's not just the girl next door. And being an expert doesn't mean, and some of you guys know me a lot, so it doesn't mean you have to like no longer talk to people. I chit chat with folks all the time. I saw Lauren on. I was just chit chatting with Lauren today. You know, does not mean you have to all of a sudden not be as friendly. You guys know I'm mostly friendly. Some of my friends might say a little bit different, but I am mostly friendly, especially after my Starbucks coffee. I am a friendly person. So it doesn't mean you're my girl next expert. So that's what Michelle said. So yes, you can be the girl next expert. I like that. So it doesn't mean that you have to be something, you know, more formal or something that you're not. It just means you have to let people see you in that light. You have to get yourself up there. You have to get yourself in that place where people see you. And that's one of the things that I was talking about in the jump. I was like, yes, we need SEO. So we do SEO, but we also do visibility. We also take what we learned for SEO and turn it into how we can get visible and get in front of people. That's why we're Girl Get Visible. We're not Girl Get Found or Girl Get SEO. We're Girl Get Visible, because I don't want you guys to just be the person that shows up. I want you to be the person that shows up that people say, oh, I need to work with her. Oh, I've seen her name all over. All this dope stuff is on her site. I need to hire her now. I need to get in her program now. And so Shiva, since you're on, like for your homeschoolers, yes, they're out there. This is their time to shine. Like if there was never a time that for them to take advantage of it, this is it. But I'll tell you how they're killing that time to shine right now is being in these groups, giving out all this information, saying, oh, here's a list of resources you can use. Why isn't that on your website, sis? Why don't you have a link? Here's a link to the list of resources that I've already put together because I'm the expert and I've got that prepared for you. I don't have to sit here and type up a whole soliloquy in somebody's Facebook group. Somebody else's Facebook group at that. It's not even your own. So you're getting really nothing. Yes, Fabi. But not blogging. So Fabi asked a good question. She said, should we still be blogging? You should be putting information on your site that's valuable to your people. If you put that in a blog, if you put that in an FAQ, if you put that on a resource page, if every once in a while you just throw up something new that your people need, that's what you should be doing. Some people may call it blogging. Maybe in my book, it might say blogging. Actually, in my book, it also says you don't have to blog. I have a whole disclaimer because I don't want the mommy bloggers coming after me. Because it's not, blogging is just getting information out there to get information out there. You got to put something out for your weekly schedule, that kind of thing. What we teach is putting the right things out there. What are the things that are the questions that people are asking? You are the answer. You want to be the answer. You want to be the one that people are like, I know he'll know. Not even let me call her because you're not the girl next door. Don't say let me call her and don't say let me tag her. Let me check out her site. Let me go download her thing. Oh, I heard she's got a new course. Let me see what that's about. Those are the thoughts that you want people to have. You don't want people to just be like, oh, let me tag her. Oh, let me call her. Oh, I got a friend who does. You want them to think of you on that next level. You want them to think of you on that expertise level. Yes, people will still tag you, cool, and people will still, and when they tag you, you say, yes, I've got something for that. Give them a link to your site. So yes, most people don't officially blog. And like I said, we're not trying to be the mommy bloggers or the, lifestyle bloggers. And we're not just putting out content to put out content. We're putting out content that is going to answer questions and make the difference. And like I said, it may be a blog. You may be doing it weekly. I would encourage you doing it weekly. But if it's not answering their questions, if it's just something putting out weekly to put out weekly, then I'm going to tell you don't do it. I won't call out any names, but someone on this call, I said, stop putting out content. Let's make sure we got the right stuff out there. Let's make sure that people are seeing you positioned as that expert and not just someone just blogging. because that's not what I want. That's not at all what I'm telling you guys I want you to do. So before I jump off, you guys have any questions? Because I just wanted to, I just had to get this quick rant out, because as soon as I saw that this morning, Shiva was talking, I was like, it's their positioning. People think they're a girl next door. I mean, they're homeschoolers. There are people like, oh, they're homeschoolers. They're home with their kids. They're doing this for fun and because they want their kids to have better education. They don't mind sharing. And I'm sure they don't mind sharing, but I'm also sure that they've got a website you can go buy those downloads. I'm also sure that they've got a book or something like that you can purchase and get the information. I'm also sure that they have a one-on-one appointment that you can schedule and pay for and pick their brains. So yes, they don't mind sharing. They've got all the knowledge to share. They've got years and years and years of experience and expertise that a lot of us parents need to get for over the last 2 weeks. I know I'm exhausted. Let me tell you, I done moved my baby into my office. I can't swivel the camera, but I done put a whole little desk and chair in here because him working in one room while I'm in another room, which is not working for us. So we need that. But somebody should have, I would have, for what I've learned the last 2 weeks, I would have paid for 2 weeks ago. Had to get something to drink. It's only Flow water for you guys who are tracking what I drink sometimes. We have a running joke in my membership about me drinking vodka on the job, which I do not. But you want to be that expert. You want to be that person. You want to be the person that people are like, take my money, save me the time, give me the good things that you have. And that's one of the things that, like I said, I show you guys and share with you guys, and we do in the 21-day jump. So I put the link in the beginning. So if you just joined, I will put the link again. The 21-day jump, I actually decided to do a special opening. We just wrapped up around literally last week. And I was not going to open again till May or June. And then I said, we've got lots of quarantine. And with this quarantine, we've got lots of time to shine, lots of time to get out there, lots of time to get in front of people, lots of time to get our stuff together so we can be the ones to stand out now and to stand out once this is all over, because it's going to end, and people are going to continue to need us. So I decided, let me do a real quick, and I'm saying real quick because literally doors only open for 1 week because we start next week. Real quick, April cohort of the 21-day jump. So I'm going to let you guys go to the page, check it out. I'm even giving a very special rate. It will not be this rate anymore ever again. If you guys know me, I don't do that. But I wanted to make it something that was something you guys can jump into, because I know you guys see me as the expert in this space. I want to share this with you. I want to help you be the expert in your space. I want to help you get found, help you be somebody's number one, and help you be the people that folks are going to be coming to, wanting to work with, and like I said, get in their programs and buy their stuff. So I don't see any more questions. I am going to stop and see Michelle. I didn't call no names, but some people might feel like, oh, that's me we're talking about. And it's perfectly okay, because we're here to help you to get to that next level. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of the evening and enjoy your quarantine. Bye, guys.